Good evening, I am Min and this is LNN. On Sunday, tensions soared over the Alberta Rockies when fighter jets were scrambled to intercept a civilian aircraft that entered a restricted airspace above Kananaskis, where world leaders have gathered for the G7 summit. The incident involved a fixed-wing aircraft that breached the G7 no-fly zone, prompting an immediate response from the NORAD, the North American Airspace Defense Command. CF-18 Hornet fighter jets were deployed to intercept the intruding aircraft. Officials say NORAD's Canadian region used multiple steps to get the pilot's attention, eventually escalating to final warning measures. Fortunately, the pilot responded and landed the aircraft safely under their own power. The aircraft was met on the ground by RCMP officers. The pilot's identity and intentions remain under investigation. The G7 Integrated Safety and Security Group reminded pilots that it is their responsibility to be aware of restricted airspace. Their statement emphasized that such incidents divert vital security resources during a globally significant event. Temporary airspace restrictions have been in place since Saturday, covering a 30 nautical mile radius around Kananaskis and 20 nautical miles around Calgary International Airport. These no-fly zones will remain active throughout midnight Tuesday. As a binational operation, NORAD is utilizing both Canadian and United States military aircraft and personnel to secure the skies during the summit, a time when the eyes of the world are on Alberta. For now, the skies are calm again. But Sunday's incident was a clear reminder of the high-stakes environment surrounding the G7. Good evening, I am Min and this is LNN, Canada's voice for common sense news. Tonight, serious questions are being raised about Prime Minister Mark Carney's plans to align Canada's defense procurement with the European Union. A controversial move critics say could undermine our NATO commitments and saddle taxpayers with billions in debt. At the upcoming Canada-EU summit in Brussels on June 23rd, Carney is expected to sign Canada into the European Union's new Security Action for Europe program, or SAFE, a €150 billion loan-based fund for joint European defense projects. While Carney claims the deal will modernize Canada's military and reduce reliance on U.S. gear, many in the defense community and political opposition see it differently. SAFE is part of the EU's Rearm Europe initiative, allowing member states to rack up more debt for military spending without triggering EU budget rules. Canada, despite not being an EU member, is being invited in as a close partner. But here's the catch. This is a loan program. Ottawa will be borrowing money to help fund European defense priorities at a time when our national debt is already approaching a historical high.